Alright, what's going on, foos? Sam B Garage coming back at you. Alright, so today I'm going over just how fast can you make your Kia Stinger. And I'm just going to be talking about the limits of the platform, and I just want to be going over some stories and also instances of where people have pushed their Stingers to limits that no one has ever seen, and just seeing how much it can handle. I also just want to get a discussion going on the topic, so let's get right into this one. Alright, so first things first, I'm just be going over my experience with my Stinger, what I have done to it, and how it's treated me. So right now, I'm running a very basic tune on my Stinger. It's with lap 3, it's an ECU tune, stage 1, 91, and I'm pushing around 405 to 410 horsepower. Haven't dynoed it myself, but lap 3 is dynoed a Stinger with the exact same tune I have, and similar mods, just like intake, exhaust, and so I believe it got around 408. So yeah, I'm anywhere in that range. All right, so this car is my daily driver, so I didn't want to push it balls to the walls, and I still want it to be reasonable and a comfortable daily driving experience. So I think anything over 400 for me personally, I mean, you can think what you want, but for me personally, anything above 400 is sufficient for me. I mean, I like being able to have fun in my car, but at the same time, I want it to be a comfortable experience, and I don't want it to be like a hindrance on me, like when I'm just in the city trying to drive and it's like bucking all over the place. So that's why I chose to get a stage 1 tune as opposed to like something more aggressive like stage 2 or even stage 2.5 or like running meth injection. But so I've been tuned with lap 3 for a little over a year now, actually, and I haven't had any issues. It's been super great, like just super reliable since I've tuned it. I actually was having issues before I tuned the car. This is most likely due to the fact that I had an intake and I was adding more air, but I didn't add any more fuel to account for that, so I was most likely running lean. And yeah, so I was dealing with some misfires, but ever since I've gotten tuned and I have a proper tune for the car, it's been great. It's been a reliable daily driving experience. All right, so now I'm just going to be talking about more about the platform in general. So most people don't know this, but the Kia Stinger, well, at least the GT, the 3.3 liter, it comes stock with forged rods. So what this means is that the platform it can handle a lot more power than what the stock numbers are. From what I heard, this is just a rumor, but it was said that Kia detuned the engine to a lower power level due to the fact of their 10-year warranty. So they wanted it to have less likely that they're going to have major engine malfunctions and that it's going to last longer. So they detuned it so that they could provide this 10-year warranty. So obviously when you tune it, I mean, it's not going to be as reliable, but this is just something that you're working the engine more. So it's kind of comes along with the fact when you modify any car. But as for us car enthusiasts, I mean, it's worth it to us. So as of now, the limit of the platform has not been found. So there are a few tuner companies like Lap 3 and Torque Motorsports. They're actually pushing the boundaries of what the Stinger can do. And so they provide a few big turbo upgrade kits that you can install on these cars. And I've seen cars at Stingers at the drag strip and on the dyno, so they'll be pushing upwards of 700 horsepower on stock internals, stock block. And they'll be running I believe I've seen one run a high 10-second quarter mile, which is pretty insane for a car that weighs this much. All right, so now I'm just going to show a few videos of what I've seen online of Stingers pushing the limits, and I'll make sure to credit the owners. At the end of the day, no one to my knowledge has found the cap or the limit of this platform. So it's pretty crazy to think about, because I'm referring to stock block and stock internals. I can imagine where this platform could go if someone started upgrading the heads, the springs, and all the internals and shit like that. Because as of now, people are hitting pretty crazy numbers, and those things haven't even been touched. The one surprising thing is that the transmission actually hasn't been known to be a weak point, at least at the power numbers that have been reached at the moment. The one thing that is known to be holding it back, the Stinger, is the drivetrain. So once people have been hitting those higher numbers and really been doing repeated launches, it's pretty hard on the drivetrain, and it's not meant to be pushing that much power. So things like the transfer case will start to fail. But at the end of the day, if you address these issues, the engine itself is very reliable, and it can hold high power numbers reliably without having major issues. Which is pretty crazy to think, because this is an engine that's been manufactured by Kia and Hyundai. And just like 10, 15 years ago, they were known for having the shitty box cars, and the best thing they're known for is their commercial with the guinea pigs or whatever they were. And they were known to have slow commuter cars. So definitely turned a new leaf, and excited to see what the future holds for the Stinger and what people can do to the platform.